We go racing in 5 lights time. And the Grand Prix is underway. Good launch off the line for our pole sitter Oscar Piastri, but also George Russell as well, who's alongside Max Verstappen. It's going to be close. Momentarily, he's up to second place, but Russell backs out of it. And Verstappen roars around the outside to take the lead in spectacular fashion.
One of the incredible turn one, lap one passes there from Verstappen. First of all, looked like Russell was going to have him. He had the better launch. Max said, no way, mate. And then went and took the race lead as well from under Oscar Piastri's nose. That was incisive and utterly brilliant.
Punching a hole in his own air, Verstappen, but he's also got clean sight of the braking. And I suspect even Verstappen didn't know he was going to do that until he knew he was going to do it.
Russell has by far the best start, and without Oscar here defending the inside, George was going to sneak past both of them, but actually has to just get out of it right there.
Piastri, what is he doing?
And this is getting very close between Charles Leclerc, who's looking to the inside of Piratella, and he gets through. Gasly off the racetrack, bouncing through the gravel, losing positions. Leclerc up to 9th position. Hadjar gains 10th, and then it's Antonelli now in 11th. Hamilton is 12th, and Bortoleto squeezes by. Gasly chose to try and hang on and paid the price. Well, this is 0.3 of a second, turning into 0.2 of a second. It's a narrow racetrack, so it's easy to hug that inside line and not compromise your rotation round the corners. But you can see that having to go to the inside has given Lando Norris a chance. Is there a car's width? No! And he was doing a bit of lawn mowing, heading down to the Villeneuve chicane. With Lando Norris up against George Russell. Now there's a lot of momentum, but again, no opportunity. So trying the different lines once more, but it's going to have to be a bold move into the second chicane. Lando Norris out of the slipstream. Can he go around the outside and pinch to the apex first? He can! Another great overtake in this Grand Prix as Lando Norris has 3rd place in the race.
Norris has upped his own pace. I still don't think it's enough to cover off Leclerc at this rate.
So a slow stop for Oscar Piastri by modern Formula One standards. 3.6 seconds, not ideal for him. Charles Leclerc is making his way through the traffic like Oscar Piastri is. Pats on the back there after the slightly slow stop for Oscar Piastri. Looked a lot quicker for Lando Norris. Was a lot quicker for Lando Norris. Ocon in the Haas pulls over. The virtual safety car saves you 10 seconds on the price of your pit stop.
This is toes up, just listen. Yeah, that doesn't sound right, does it? That's a full-on mechanical failure of the power unit.
Oh, they've got a massive margin to get this car serviced and out now for Red Bull. This will be the most comfortable pit stop they should have all season to retain a race lead under the VSC. So, Leclerc's pitted again. Russell's in again for a second stop as well.
Everyone.
So is Sainz. All the early pitters are going again because they realise this is a chance to get a cheap pit stop.
Alex Albon has emerged in 4th position. It is Verstappen, Piastri, Norris, Albon and Hadjar. So Oscar Piastri, having come in earlier on, comes in for a fresh set of tyres and gets back into the race. And it's going to be Albon who moves into 3rd position in the classification, still behind the virtual safety car. Lewis Hamilton looking for the move that he's been seeking all Grand Prix, and he powers past Kimi Antonelli, and Hamilton on the medium, able to get by and up to P6. So he's got a great run in the slipstream as they build up to 190 miles per hour. Hadjar checks in the left mirror, and who's there? He's Racing Hero, who's going by. Hamilton up to 5th position. Alex Albon hasn't been on the podium for 5 years in Formula One, and Oscar Piastri takes that dream away. It's been a great campaign for Williams so far, but Albon not able to resist, or maybe choosing not to resist. Either way, Piastri up to 3rd position.
I got an issue. Okay, copy.
Well, the local hero will not see the checkered flag. He parks up on lap 46 of 63. Kimi Antonelli requires a full safety car.
Verstappen obviously has the free choice of pit stop, so does Norris. In they come.
We need to stay out. We don't have a tyre that can do to the end.
Oscar Piastri is ahead of Lando Norris. Wait for the line. Oh, who got there? Who got there first? Lando Norris is 3rd. As he uses a lot of the curb, and Piastri checks the mirror to see where the car behind is rather than the car ahead. Max Verstappen takes us back to full racing speed. building up to 190 miles per hour, and Piastri unable to put any pressure on at all. He's in second and diving to the inside, thinking about the move is Charles Leclerc. And will we now see the fresher tyres come into play? Change of position, and Lewis Hamilton sweeps on by. That wasn't much of a contest. That will give him encouragement. He was able to go straight past George Russell. The McLarens are bound to go wheel to wheel. Lando Norris trying to go past Oscar Piastri, the only driver ahead of him in the World Championship, round the outside of his teammate. Not much margin, but the move complete. And Norris is able to get by into second position. Piastri stays in the wheel tracks, but there's no way through. And Lando Norris is the lead McLaren in the race. Alex Albon's got a great chance. Never higher than P5 in a Grand Prix this year. Trying to be careful around the outside and into the gravel. Albon rejoins and Lewis Hamilton will get by around the outside using the curb as they head to the Villeneuve chicane. And it could have been fourth. It's sixth position for Albon as Hamilton goes through to fifth.
Let's join it on board with Albon, who's ahead coming into the corner.
That wasn't fair.
How much will Charles Leclerc fight his teammate? It was an absolutely awful Saturday, but it's been a highlight reel for the two cars. The two teammates will not scrap it out, and Lewis Hamilton goes from P6 to P5 to P4 in a couple of laps.
Leclerc's been told to give back the position here to Albon.
We're on the final lap of the Grand Prix, and Alex Albon is able to get by. Charles Leclerc listens to the team instruction. Albon will score a third, fifth place of the campaign. And Max Verstappen will return to the top step of the podium. 4 victories in a row at Imola. Max Verstappen wins the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. He beats Lando Norris by 6.1 seconds. It is 2 McLarens on the podium once again.
Grande Max. Nice job, mate. Nice job.
Wow, Max. 400 races and you've won it. Brilliant, brilliant drive, brilliant weekend. Well done, mate. You really, really dominated that race.
Yeah, exactly that. Brilliant weekend. That was a fantastic execution all around. Thank you very much. And yeah, not up on our 400 race.
We know that McLaren will always be there, but Max Verstappen is keeping his name within the championship fight. It's another Max Verstappen victory in Formula One as the champagne sprays. Our top 3 in the World Championship are separated by 22 points, fewer than the prize we give out, 25, for winning a Grand Prix.